टू माय चैनल विद्या मंदिर। दोस्तों आज पढ़ेंगे हम कंजप्शन फंक्शन, दैट्स मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स और पोस्ट केन्सियन इकोनॉमिक्स व्हाट आर गिवन बाय प्रोफेसर J.M. Keynes, and according to him the conjunction is function of two things. You see there is a two factor that conjunction function create. First one, aggregate consumption and national income. So consumption is a function of national income, and at various level of income the consumption pattern changes. So what happen actually with the increase of income, the consumption will increase, but less than proportionate to the increase in income. But you see that when there is no income, there must be some consumption is there. So consumption and income having directly proportionate to each other. More income, more consumption; less income, less consumption. But increase in consumption is less than proportionate to increase in income. Let us come to our topic: consumption function or Keynes psychological law of consumption function. That human psychology is there. Whenever we have zero income, we have to depend upon our past income or saving, or we take loan from the other to make our consumption. So consumption is always positive, never be zero, whatever the income may be. But with the increase in income, there is consumption must increase, but a point will come where income is equal to consumption. But after this, or after surpassing that point, that is known as break-even point, where income equal to consumption. And when we surpass that point, what will happen? Actually, saving will increase. Before the break-even point, there is the de-saving, and after the break-even point, what we get? The positive saving. So, after all, aggregate consumption is the function of aggregate income. What Professor Keynes is giving his proposition, what his idea is there. Let us come to our topic: Keynes psychological law of consumption function. Consumption is a function of national income, C equal to F, where there you see consumption function is functional relationship between various level of consumption expenditure with respect to corresponding level of income. It has two properties, APC and MPC. So you see that the consumption is a function of national income. So at various level of income, we have various level of consumption. So you see that if there is income will change, definitely there must be change in consumption. Definitely there you see change in consumption. And there are the two terminology come here, that's APC and MPC. What is APC, or average propensity to consume? It is obtained by dividing the total consumption with total income. You people see that consumption increase with the increase in income. So when the income will increase, our consumption increase very slowly. So value of APC will decrease. When the income will decrease, the value of APC will increase, or average propensity to consume. And what is marginal propensity to consume, or MPC? The rate of change of consumption with respect to rate of change of income. So when the income will increase, our consumption will increase very slowly, but rate of increase in income is faster than the increase in consumption. So MPC equal to delta C by delta Y, and APC equal to C by Y. According to Professor J.M. Keynes, may not dispose as a rule and the average increase in their consumption as their income increase, but not as much as increase in income. So every human being that we have dispose of rule that having there are certain rules and regulations. There you see certain things are there in the society, certain rules are there in the society, but we see that what is the rule? When our income will increase, definitely consumption will increase, but less than proportionate to the increase in income. There's a gap will arise between the income and the consumption, and that gap is known as your saving. And what do you observe? There are three propositions are there here. As income increases, consumption increases, but less than proportionate increase in income. Definitely you see that when our income will increase, definitely consumption will increase, but less than proportionate. not more than proportion but less than proportionate to increase in income. income is increasing faster and consumption will increase in slower rate. The second thing is there, the increase in income is divided between consumption and saving. So increase in income can be divided between the two factor. One factor is your consumption, another factor is your saving. So we are dividing the income into two parts. One is our consumption, second one is your saving. When our income will increase, saving will increase faster, and for each consumption will increase at a slower rate. With the increase in income, consumption increase slower than the increase in income. So when the income will increase, definitely consumption will increase, but in a slower manner than the increase in income. We can explain this concept with the help of this schedule, consumption schedule, and this diagram. So you see that this is your national income, this is aggregate consumption, and this is the saving. National income minus aggregate consumption. When our income is 0, you people see that consumption is 20. That means there are always positive consumption, whatever the income may be, whether it is 0 or negative. When our income increase from 0 to 120, consumption is also increasing from 20 to 120. That means there is 0 saving. So here in this diagram you see this point B, and this output OQ, that's at point B. There you see a consumption, aggregate consumption is equal to national income. That's your break-even point. Here you observe break-even point, and before to that point you see the negative saving is there, and after this there is the positive saving is there, as our saving is increasing with the increase in income. So the difference, what will happen after this break-even point, income will increase and consumption will decrease, not proportionally increase in consumption. So the gap arises, that is known as saving gap. This gap is known as saving gap. And you see income and consumption having the positive line, where the income curve start from the y-axis because there is consumption curve start from the y-axis because there is consumption is always positive, and income start from the origin, that maybe it start from the 0, and both are moving positively towards right, and income is moving faster than the consumption. And you see that so various assumption is there. In the short run, some things there you are assumed to be constant, habit, custom, prices is assumed to be constant. So income is a function, so consumption is a function of income. And second one, this law holds good in the situation of normal situation only, but not in the abnormal situation like war or natural calamities. In this time some disturbances are there, and there this law is not come into holds. And next one, this law assume laissez-faire economy, that means no interference of the government. If the government interfere, then this law cannot come into the hold. So you people understand what is Keynes psychological law, consumption function, then the average propensity to consume and marginal propensity to consume, the main statement of the law, schedule and diagram, and last one is the assumption. I think you should understand this one, and this much for today.